Yeah, after this, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward. But Abram said, O sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless? And the one who will inherit my east is Eliezer of Damascus. And Abram said, You have given me no children, so a servant in my household will be my heir. Then the word of the Lord came to him, This man will not be your heir, but a son coming from your own body will be your heir. He took him outside and said, Look up at the heavens and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, then he said to them, So shall your offspring be. Abram believed that the Lord, and he credited it to him as righteousness. Okay, Khalil, stop eating. Khalil, no eating. Yeah. So, I think the Lord, Khalil, stop. The Lord realized Abram is a grown up or mature. Why? The reason is first, okay, Abram, his character is weak, sneaky. He used Sarai as a shield, as an excuse to get his money, right? Give himself rich. So this is not the Lord want, or this is not the right way to gain stronger. Secondly, when Abram fight, he developed his tribe. He fought these couple kings, and he gained success. So he have what? Have a force, enough force. His inside of his mind is mature, and the way he dealing with Melchizedek. You do not surrender other gods. Why? Because that time in Canaan area, I think the God is not Jehovah, is Baal. That's the God. It's a different God. It's a Baal, and it's interestingly, I think Sumerian culture heavily influenced Bible, heavily influenced the Bible, influenced that area. So if you read I read the Chronic Earth, it does mention about that time all the kings, all the gods actually from Sumerian. Their name is different. So God, Jehovah God, if he named himself Jehovah, is the outsider. Is the outsider. He tried to help Abram become his agent, and try to penetrate this area, try to build up something, make himself a god to replace the king, the god of a Baal. Okay. Also, right here, the tradition is Abraham told Jehovah is, firstly, I don't have a children, right? So all the servants or whatever, all consider my children. That's the reason why Lot follow with Abraham, because he is the first one could inherit everything. But here, God specify, okay, it has to be a kid, a children, son from your own body will be your heir. What do you think of what came from my own body? My sperm, right? So it has to came from Abraham. But does God mention about you have to have the egg with Sarai, or you have the egg with different women. No, he didn't say it. It just as long came from your own body. So that makes problem of Israel and Palestine. They both from what Abraham's body, own body. But bring me another question is, what about Jesus? Do you think he came from Joseph, his own body? No, he's not. So he cannot be Joseph's son, right? He cannot legally, or from God, his own word. So that make me really really think what's really means that Jesus is a human? No, he's not. He's not. If he just is some kind of God's creature and wake up when he was 30. That's all I can say. Because from Bible, own word indicates he is not Joseph's son, because he is not from Joseph's body. He's not came from Joseph's body. That's very clearly. Yeah. Before Abraham there are many times Lord talked to person, in person, face to face. But this time, first time appeared, Lord was talking to Abraham in vision. What is in vision? You can see it, you can hear it, but the others can't. It's like hallucination. Well, I'd rather not say hallucination. What should I say? Maybe it's a brainwave. You directly inject the message through the brainwave, through the brain. So it's kind of like a Lord's breeze, God's breeze. So why? How could at this moment? Is anything prevents God doing so? Or this is not his territory, so that makes him cannot appear? I don't know. It's possible, right? The force is strong, because when Melchizedek talk about the highest God, is he, Jehovah, that moment is considered the highest God. Or actually that territory is not belong to him, it's belong to Baal. And he still need to obey certain rules. I don't know, but I feel like God, he cannot appear personally. Also in here it said, I will be a shield. Shield, it's a metaphor, but it still means something, right? Metaphor mean to tell something. So I can shield you, I can protect you from what? From die. But I cannot help you fight a defense, offense, right? So I'm your defense, which means I'm your backup. I always can give you some kind of backup. Well, the last backup is prevent you from dying. But the offense parts, how to gain the power, how to conquer the tribes, how to be a king, you need to be a sword yourself. So that's Xiao means. So that's another question. What prevents him to be Abraham's sword? Only Xiao. So that's another link with the vision. Although together, I believe is God has limitation. The limitation is he cannot act 100% functionally in some other God's territory. And because other gods, I think either between the agreement between the gods, or it's possible agreement between the gods. Yeah, they have to use agent-based battle, agent-based war. So that's what I understand from the sentence. Yeah, it's very interesting. Abram, he formed alliance with Amorites. In the Bible, always talk about the Amorites, right? Those are tribes, those people who lived in Syria, Cyrus, in Canaan area, Canaanites. Those are wicked. They're not good. They're evil. Okay, God doesn't like it. They are sinful. So I'm kind of like interestingly to see why God allowed Abram, or just that time Abram formed alliance with those peoples. Yeah. Also, it's kind of give me two like impression. One is it's kind of a hostage situation, kind of like a Leo stop, kind of like a hostage situation. Basically, the Melchizedek is a negotiator, right? Negotiator. I try to give you something, and but those things are emptiness. It's a blank. It's a blessing, or those things. Also, a little bit wine or bread. Those honor or those kind of things just doesn't really mean much to Abram. He has so much positions, peoples. Do you think you can use this to trade my position, trade my effort? So Abram doesn't buy it. It's a hostage situation. Abram holds all the women's, all the monies. And this time, when King of Sodom came, stand up, say, "Oh, I wanted all the money. I wanted all the people. You keep the money." It's kind of like another negotiation, right? Just okay, I give up. I give up some, then I let you have more, right? Then Abram, he just like he used it. What should I say? I highly doubted those three chiefs were accompanied with him that time. But at that moment, because he has a strong backup. He has 380 some special force soldier. He has another maybe tribes of people during the battle he captured, then became his part of a follower, right? So he may use them, say, "Oh, well, they are those chiefs people. I need to get their agree. You need to get their consensus, right?" So he may use them as a reason. Do you think King of Sodom dared to say anything? No, he dare not. But these kind of people, it's interestingly, I believe like those Canaanites and Amorites, they should be a competitor for him, because think about it, they both live in Canaan area, and they want to go being strong and big to develop their tribe, right? They should be competitor, but in the Bible said they were alliance, which means those three Amorites, they are like not that strong enough. And the Bible said they are brothers. Three of them are brothers. So it's possible. It's possible is like they are not a big tribe, and they, from one point, they could be the trader of Amorites. Yeah, they just like want to survive, so they stay with Abram. Also, the Canaan area at that time is a poor, should I say, poor, or not many Amorites right there. So even they are like a tribe, but not that strong, not that it can be a threat to Abram. Yeah. Yeah. Also another thing is I'm talking about when notice that I'm just mixed two sentences, two chapter, because they are actually correlated. When God talked to Abram, say, "Okay, I'm be your shield," right? You want to expand whatever something. I think from that point is God realized Abram is qualified, or he is enough to achieve the cross his achieve to cross his domain or class. I saw a video before, and it's talk about we have a full class in this society. One is physical working. You basically you exchange your living, you exchange your life through your hard working. But through the age, when you're getting old, your ability getting low, right? So that's one class. And another class is knowledge. Through knowledge, yeah, you you'll be a like professor, you'll be like a scientist, whatever, something. You'll be expert, so you get a higher pay. That's another class. But actually, they all belong to one class. Why? Because it's just like the brain working is just another type of a physical work, and just a little high efficient, right? So still the same thing. You sell your physical capability, something, use the time to exchange it for money. Then another class is what? Is the capital. You have money. You have a lot of money. And you use money to utilize a lot of, to invest, to do all the things, to invest people, invest project, whatever, to gain money. So this, Khalil, stop right there. Yeah, to get yourself like grow. Then that's the one class. That's a small amount. Then another class is called resource. Resource means like you have a lot of people, you have a lot of a network, you can utilize a lot of very unique things you under your control or under your understanding something. So it's another class you can make money to make yourself grow to in this society. And at this moment we realize Abram, he is from what? From a physical class. Remember at the beginning, he's just out of his home, right? Came down to Canaan. So across the river, go through a lot of hard things, be a bandit, all kinds of things. It's actually a physical class. And after he experienced with this, all the knowledge built up, then he going to a capital. Why? He has more people, he trained more people, need extra money, and he became a big tribe. So he became a capitalized, it's a group, it's a layer. Then eventually when he started to alliance with the Amorites, that's what resource, because those are not his people, but they have alliance, you share benefits, or you doing things together, or it's just a resource allocation and the resource utilization. So Abram, he achieved all his social class, social level cross from the bottom line, the physical class, a bandit to a head of the bandit, then to a chief, right? To a chief, yeah, he may have like 50,000 or 60,000, maybe even 100,000 people for his tribe. Then for this tribe, he jump up, cross the domain, found a more alliance. So that's the people God want, or that's the people at this moment God say, okay, be your shield, because what you qualify, you're able, you at this moment you can be my sword, you can fight for me, you are useful. Basically, you are useful at this moment. Also, another thing is when God talk about make Abram his descendant all over, kind of like a stars, whatever, countless. Think about all his descendants are what? Another resources. Because when those descendants start So when God keep talking about he wants Abram to produce more offspring and made his offspring as countless, right? And after that, Abram said, okay, no problem, and follow. So God think Abram is righteousness. At this point, I highly, highly doubt it. Why God want Abram has so many offspring, or he bless all the people he wants. You need to produce more and more to cover the whole earth. And this, I think it's a strategy, or it's a requirement for the gods, for the heavens to battle. It's they need quantity. They need a quantity. They need a lot of quantity. I mean, not just one, not thousands, millions, even more. They need a quantity. They need a lot of vessels. That's we are the vessels between all the gods. They use us to battle. And as a beginning, as the very far beginning, I talk about the analysis for Bible, you always think about the four parts. One is God, one is his opponent, fallen angel or something, right? Then another part is the earth. So think about it. Right now, the ideology, the religion battle is the one who provides fallen angels, because I'm going to twist the theory, I'm going to change the concept, I'm going to make a different promise, something, right? It's a religion battle. So who knows it better? Fallen angel. And I can send, just as the Bible said, I can send dark angel to the church as acting like a light angel. So same thing, I send spies, send propaganda into your internal, cause your internal confusion, right? So that's the battle between the heavens and the fallen angels. That's ideology and the concepts about those things. What about the race? What about the race battle? Think about the race between each colors, the race between within the colors, and those battles. Who's more control? Earth, yes, Earth. Why? Because Earth produced the food. Earth produced all the natural things to stabilize the situation. Or what if you get a famine from the land? You guys have an internal battle, right? You start to fighting each other, fighting outside the border. So we are just vessels. We are just vessels for them to battle, to play around. That's basically it is. Then if you willingly, you qualify to be a vessel, then God call you the righteousness. That's the definition I highly believe. So I think the most important things right now, two things. One is the reproduction capability. Female's womb, uterus. That's most important. In many countries, everywhere you face the different race. Their reproduction capability is so different, and they can produce some country they can produce 5.3 something, but in some country, especially in Asia, America and whatever, only 1.1, 1.3, that kind of rate. So in future, you all have super old people for the country, and another one, they have a fully strong young buds. They can take over everything. So that's a reproduction battle. And for those kind of people, race, what do they have? They can have different religions, right? So they can have a different ideology. So it's possible fallen angel and earth, they formed alliance. They had a new strategy. They knew it's a way to defeat this God, because this God, he made a promise, but his promise has logically has a loophole right there. You can't just close it, because he's kind of little quirky, little arrogant, and he made a promise. Eventually, you can't change it, because that's the rule. That's the universal rule. So we play the rule, play the game, and you lose the battle. So that's what I realized from the Bible.